Good morning, everyone. Good morning from Los Angeles. Welcome to Trading with Sergio Wednesday, Sell-Off Wednesday. Quite good for me, actually. I was positioned okay, correctly, kind of for the account, and did a lot of trading the first couple of hours of the day. So now we're just on watch mode. How we end the day. Yeah. So a little bit background. I've been waking up at 5:30 a.m. for the last 30 plus years. Um, Not when I was in New York, obviously, but once I moved to Los Angeles, a lot of people ask me, like, why do you need to get up so early? That's because I'm still hungry. That's because I'm not getting up for the adrenaline rush, but I'm getting up to win. And a lot of people wake up for the wrong reasons. They wake up to chase. I don't do that. So a lot of people wake up to revenge trade because they had a bad day the day before. I don't do that either. What I try to do is wake up at 5:30, get my cup of coffee, get my thoughts together. I'm already ready with what I'm going to do the next day from my notes. And when things get to where they need to get to, I execute. So I highly recommend you guys have a routine if you're an active trader for your day. Now, my thing is I swing trade, I don't day trade. So my positions are set for days, weeks sometimes. And so I don't have to be doing something every day, but then stocks move. And, during the day, I'm never going to contend or say that I buy the low, sell the high, stuff like that. That just doesn't happen. What happens is that, though, once I enter the trade, I already have my exit in mind, loss or gain. So once that is set, then it's pretty easy. Just set your orders up, they come and get it, and then you move on. But yeah, I highly recommend for newbies, veterans, whatever, whoever they are, they need to be up early. I'm in the West Coast, so not perfect timing, but then I've been used to this for years. So I literally wake up without the alarm clock, actually. So yeah, that's my recommendation for the life of a trader. Um, Having a pretty big green day today because I was short certain things, and you're going to say, you got lucky. How can you short all-time highs? Look, a lot of people do a lot of studying, a lot of chopsticks lines they draw on their charts and whatever. I'm more of a gut trader. When my gut is telling me something, I usually follow it. It has been quite beneficial for me over the last 30 plus years. That I cannot teach. That either you have that or you don't have that, but what you can definitely do yourself a favor and be on top of things, right? And so far this year, I'm posting my positions. Obviously, I've been doing that since I started the channel every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And the new thing is I post my account equity at the end of every Friday for the members of the channel. And I will do so on the community page for the regular subscribers. So you guys know with full transparency where the account is at. I have a video. I explained where I started the year and what my goals are and things like that. You can go check those out. But yeah, we're getting a sell-off. So a couple of things were supposed to happen today that are not going to happen. The Supreme Court delayed the tariff musical chairs decision again. It was supposed to come out last Friday. They delayed it to today. They announced that they're not going to come out with that. Now you can say somebody always knows something. Is that what the market's selling off? Look, I don't know. But you follow the price. For me, price takes precedence, right? And sometimes I do counter trend stuff, which I'm doing today. We'll see if it works out or not. Most of the time it does. And that's on the parabolic stuff. I have videos about that explaining how I do it. And you know, And so as the title of the live stream indicates, I'm shorting silver today. You're going to say, well, Serge, it's crazy. It's gone parabolic. That's the exact reason. So if you're shorting things, you have to have deep pockets. You have to understand what you're doing. You have to understand the risks, because when you're shorting things, risks are unlimited to the upside, but then again, you have to understand the risk first, and then you have to have the money management side set. And if it's a loser, it's a loser. But here, I'm taking a crack at it. We'll see how it goes. I'll explain it when I go to the positions. I had more than a hedge, actually. I had a bunch of put debit spreads on the SPY 696.80 PDS. Those are in the money now. I trimmed some at close to 40%. I'm going to trim more at 50, 60, 70% if they get there today. I have the orders in, so if they get there, I'll hear the ping and get it executed. I bought some puts on metal or mining stock. I think they're way ahead of themselves. And I'm going to short silver. I started shorting silver through its 2x ETF, inverse ETF. And I'll explain those. What else? Economic data today, PPI came out, maybe a little bit harder than expected, although yesterday's CPI was better than expected, they said, which is a lie. 2.6% inflation. Do you people believe inflation is 2.6% in the US? I don't think so. But, it's not new, right? They revise everything anyway. The month after, we know what's going on with the administration and the Federal Reserve, Jay Powell specifically. He's under investigation now. I expect some sort of weekend action happening in Iran this weekend. I don't have any inside info or this or that, although I do have people that have relatives in Iran, and I spoke to them this week, and I do expect some sort of action. I don't know. Last time we had the action when we went and bombed the nuclear reactors, market actually liked it. Will they like it this time? I'm not sure. Maybe market's getting ready for that. Plus, we have OPEX on Friday. January series are expiring. Crypto, let's talk a little bit about crypto. Crypto is pumping. Bitcoin 97,000. Ethereum got up to 3,400. I have a position in BMNU, which is the 2x ETF of BMNR. We're ripping in the morning. They're kind of selling off now, but it doesn't matter. I have cover calls on them. Going out to Friday, when I show the positions, I'll explain those, what my intent is or what I'm intending to do with that. If there is action in Iran, what form or shape is going to be? Is it going to be? I don't think it's going to be as easy as we did in Venezuela. Iran is not Venezuela. They have massive military power. But then, is it going to be for regime change, or is it going to be for supporting the general public? Because general public is out in the streets from what I see. I mean, look, your information is as good as mine. General public is out on the streets revolting against the current Islamic Islamic Republic. Again, this has nothing to do with religion or this and that. People had enough. So when people are on the streets, and that does not happen, they turned the internet off, but then Starlink went in with Elon. Starlink went in and providing some support to the demonstrators. And again, Iran is not Venezuela. It's not going to be this surgical strike that we go in and pick up a couple of those ayatollahs. It's not going to be like that. I can assure you that. So I don't know. Maybe market's anticipating that. Crypto is rallying. Why is it rallying? Tomorrow there's a vote in the either House or Senate Finance Committee about the Clarity Act. The Clarity Act, if you don't know, please Google it. But what I'm hearing is that the House version was very friendly to crypto, and that's why it's kind of rallying. I think Bitcoin is going to get up to 200 EMA and then rejected there, which is another 1,500. 98.5 is the 200 EMA. Ethereum is actually looking better than Bitcoin at the moment. It is going above the 200 EMA. So when things go above 200 EMA from the lower end to the upside, I start paying attention, because there's the trend change possibility. And that's why I have to be careful with my PMNU, I held it this long, did 2 cycles of cover calls and lower call spaces. We may rip here, so, I'm positioned fine, but we'll see how that goes. If the Clarity Act, the Senate version of it, I'm told, or I've read that Senate version of it has a lot of stuff in it about illicit transactions. The House did not have it. So if they do vote, I think the pump in crypto is because of the Clarity Act, that the expectations that it's going to pass. It needs 60 votes in the Senate, by the way. It's not going to be that easy, but we'll see how that goes. And I think it'll fail in the Senate if the illicit transaction part of the Clarity Act is not passed. So the House version didn't have that. The Senate version has that. If it does pass, either way, I think crypto will sell off a little bit. It had a pretty decent run here. It had about a $10,000 run in crypto from 87 to 97 in Bitcoin of about 10% or 12%. So, that's it. That's what's happening in my world. Hopefully you're making some money. And if you're just long, then you're losing money. So good morning, Mike. Let's go up, Ed. I'm here, buddy. Luis, good morning. Good morning, Nuri, Chicago. Good morning, Sergio. Can you please look at Hecla Mining chart? What is your opinion so far? I'm shorting all of these stocks, all of them. Hecla Mining, PAS, AG, those are the simples. HYMC, I bought a bunch of puts on already. So yeah, they start selling off actually before the metal does. Miners start selling off. When the miners start selling off, the metal is not too far behind. It doesn't go that the metal goes and then the miners go. It goes, the miners goes, whack the dog kind of a thing. I'm either shorting or in the process of shorting or buying puts or shorting the shares of the silver miners, especially Hecla, Pan American Silver, and Majestic Silver. So there's EXK. I don't know, there's 4 or 5 symbols that are public companies that are just mostly silver related, and I'm about to go short or shorting already. So that's my opinion again. I agree with that. Yeah, too fast. I would love to, Mike, but my son has a. So vamos Barca. We won the Supercopa, beat Real Madrid, but not keen to cigars tonight for the fact that my son has his high school soccer game. If it ends early, I'll put in the members chat. So FYI, if you are interested and want to support the channel and learn about trading, and again, none of it being advice. So my son has a high school game. They're undefeated so far this year. They have played 14 games, 12 wins, 2 ties, going for another one today. I think it's at 3:30. It'll be over at 5:30. Then there's a varsity. That's another 7:30. Yeah, I don't think we can do it tonight. But over the weekend, maybe we can meet up and do some cigars with another Armenian brothers of mine who is also a member. So if you want to join the members group, you get a bunch of perks. And click join, send me an email, sergio@sergioavadian.com. I will send you the Telegram chat group link. And so what do you get for that? You get my trades live. Again, none of it, what I do is very risky. Don't follow me. Do your own due diligence. It's not trading, financial, or investment advice. So you get the trades live. You get the position screen at the end of each day. And this year, you already got one. You get account equity at the end of Friday, every Friday. And more importantly, I do a live stream for the members group every Wednesday on Thursday, depending on my schedule. But we've been doing it. They're great. So you get a lot out of it for a Big Mac, because that's what it costs. Do my shorts expire? Depends. If you're doing options, obviously there's an expiration date. But if you're straight shorting shares, no. And if you are shorting shares, you have to be careful because upside is unlimited, right? But what I do is I do something called covered puts, meaning Once I short the shares, I go sell weekly puts against them, and if the stock does go down, I get assigned and I close the short position that way. You got to be really, really careful shorting shares, and most importantly, you got to size correctly. So my shorts don't expire if they're shares. If they are options, yes, they do. But then deal with an option calculator and figure out where an option is going to be if you're taking a directional bet, where it's going to be if the underlying is at a certain point. And there are option free ones too. There are pretty good ones out there. So definitely use an option calculator. Yes, we did about Barca. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we're playing well, man. Aisha Silver Trust been up for me. Yeah, I'm shorting it. So we're on the opposite ends of the spectrum on that one. But then if you're long term, you should be okay. You know, I'm trading. Who is our other tennis player? I used to play tennis. I was like a 5'5" maybe. I'm pretty good. I was pretty good left-handed. I can't because I have no cartilage in my knees from soccer. Who's the other tennis player? I don't know if Zaven plays tennis, but he's in our chat group. He's other Armenian brother. Yes, get those frauds off the field. My best ERA was when Ronaldinho's era was when Ronaldinho was on the field. With Barca? Everybody has gone through Barca. Barca is fraud? Or Real Madrid? Ronaldinho played for Barca. You're calling my team a fraud? I will block you. What? Where did this come from? What are you talking about? Fraud? Jesus. How does put debit put okay, well, it's either or. How does put credit debit spread work on SPY? If you get assigned, how much would be one contract? How much do you make or lose for each one? You need to rephrase that question. I'm going to wait until you rephrase that question. So do you want to know how put credit and debit spreads work on SPY? Is that what you're asking me? Both of them? Because they're completely different things. Hopefully you know. So on the put credit spread on SPY or SPX, mostly if you're doing 0 DTEs, you should do them on SPX, not SPY, because it closes at 1 and settles for cash, number one. So let's say, for example, SPX is 7,000 and you go do a put credit spread, maybe a week out, month out, whatever, and you're taking in some premium. So put credit spread is you're selling the closer to the strike. The closer strike, you're going short, and the further away strike, you're going long, and then the wings is up to you. I think it's $5 increments. And so let's say you take in one as a credit is concerned, and then if you're doing a 0 DT, they expire at the end of each day. If it's above the short strike, you collect all that premium. If you get in trouble, it's defined downside risk. So if your wing is 5 and you took in 1, you can lose max 4. You cannot lose more than that, even if the market tanked. But debit spread is you're buying a put, selling a put. So you're buying a closer to the money put and selling it out of the money put. And you're doing it with a debit instead of a credit. And then like I have the 690, 680 put debit spread on SPY. I put them on at like 250, 260 range. So basically, if you pay 250 for that, you're putting money out. It's a directional bet. It's a debit. If SPY drops to 680, let's say, they will not get to 10. So I put up 2.5 to make maximum amount of money is 10. The difference between 690 and 680. And you put up 2.5 to make 10, but then they will never get to 10. They won't get to 10 until the last couple days because there is obviously premium extrinsic value in both sides. And that's why when the market, dropped 1% today, the put debit spreads went from, 250 yesterday to like 340 today. I trimmed some at 340 at like 45%. But that's how you make money. I mean, It's one way of hedging or shorting or whatever. Hopefully I explained that to you. How much you make or lose for each dollar depends where your put credit spread is or put debit spread is. I'm not sure. Shorting crypto is a little more straightforward. I appreciate explaining cover calls, but you're welcome. I've been DCAing Bitcoin all year last year and this year as well, so I don't short crypto. I only DCA Bitcoin. How does the put debit spread work on SPY? I just explained it. So when I go to the positions, pay attention. You'll just go. You understand. So how much is $1 contract if assigned? There is no assignment on put debit spread. You can exercise it because you're long the put and short the put. So I'm long the 690 put, short the 680 put, and I buy one side, sell the other side against it. And I don't even think of assignment because I'm long the puts. I'm not going to get assigned anything. I'm going to get out before expiration, most likely. Okay, well, that depends. That depends on the deltas of the put debit spread you're doing, the both legs. If you're doing right at the money, which I did, I paid 2.5 debit. Max gain on that is 10. That's the difference between 690 and 680. That's the max I can make. So if the market drops to 650, I can still only make 10. But 2.5 to 10 is 4 to 1, so I'll take that. But assignment is not my concern whatsoever. I don't even think about it. Now, on the put credit spread, you could get assigned if you're doing 0 DTEs, but then it settles for cash. That's why you should do it with SPX instead of SPY. Hopefully I answered that question as well. Okay, let's go to the positions and then I'll come back and answer questions. Let's go. What are we doing? You guys can see that, I hope. I'm sure you can. All right, so what are we doing today? Do some more of that stuff. Okay. All right, so first position, my lotto ticket, I may have to tear my lotto ticket up on ASST. I'm long 500 of the 2.5 leaps, January 2027, and 350 of the 5 leaps. They finished the merger with Semler Scientific, took over their Bitcoin as well. Now ASST or Strive Inc. owns about 12,600 Bitcoin. And it's under 1 MNAV, but the bad news was yesterday, I thought it was on its way actually, because Semler Scientific's Bitcoin cost is about 70,000, way lower than here. But the management decided to reverse split the stock. Reverse splits are never good, folks. 20 for 1. So we'll see where this is going to go, but then I may have to tear that ticket, and we'll see. We'll have to see. Next position is BMNU. Long 3,500 shares. Cost base is 680, I think, somewhere in that range, because I've been selling cover calls on this for a couple of cycles as well as puts. For January expiration, which is Friday coming up, I had sold 6, 7, and 8 calls. I got above 7 today. Well, now we're at 645. And we'll see if we get called away. So I'm spread out with the 6, 7s, and 8s. If they call away some and keep me some, fine. I'll sell another cycle of calls, lower cost basis. If they, whatever, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I bought HYMC's Highcroft Mining. I bought 40 of the February 25 puts. The average cost of $1.30. They're about $1.50 at the moment. That thing is going to tank if silver takes a dump. SPY. So here's the put debit spread that I'm talking about, sir, that you asked the question. So I'm still long 20. I was long 40 put debit spreads. I trimmed half when the market tanked today. So pay attention. As you see here, it says plus 20, meaning I'm long the 690 puts and I'm short the 680 puts. For that, I paid $2.50 for it. Debit, not credit. So at the moment, the index is 687. So the long side is $3 in the money. The short side is way out of the money. However, they move together. So at the moment, we are at 1225 and 890. So we're about at 325. So the put debit spread I paid 2.5 for is at 325. That's about 30% gain. So I'm just going to keep it as a hedge, but I mean, that's it. If we do rally, I'll add to it. If we tank some more at the end of today, which it may, then I have orders to sell at 355, 370, 385, and 4. Now, the closer to the expiration we get, but these are February's, by the way. They go all the way to February 20th. And so we'll see. We'll see where it happens. But if the market tanks, we go to 680, they're still not going to get to 10 because the 680s will have extrinsic value, obviously. And we'll see. They're probably, if the market tanks, index gets to 680, I think that'll be about 6 range, which is great. 2.5 to 6 is more than a double and a half, which is fine. This morning, I was long 80 Wave Life Science calls, directional bet. I was long in the pennies. I trimmed 60 of them with profit, so that was a good move because now I pulled back with the market. Stock rallied all the way to 16 this morning. That's why, folks, you got to be up. You have to be up because you don't know what your stocks are going to do, and you have to be there to sell it. Now, if I did not sell those at 65 cents, 60 cents in the morning, but I had bought at 25, 30 cents, well, that's a double. Where would I be? They're back to 40 cents because stock pulled back literally $1 because the market sold off. So my thing is always got to be up, always be looking for a trade. And last but not least, this is how I'm going short SLV. ZSL is the ProShares inverse ETF of SLV. I did a covered strangle, which if we end up here, I'm going to get assigned some more. So it's a covered strangle. I went long 2,500 shares of ZSL at 338. At the moment, it's 293. It looks like SLV is rallying again. And I had sold Friday expiration 4 calls and 3 puts for a total of 16 cents. So, okay, if I get assigned, if it's under 3, I'm going to get assigned another 2,500 shares. I'm going to sell more covered strangles because I want to establish a decent position on the short side on SLV. So I am not directly shorting SLV. I'm shorting it through the 2X ETF, which is ZSL inverse ETF. And so at that time, if by Friday we're at the same price as we are today at 295, I will get assigned 2,500 more shares, but at 3. But my cost is going to be 284 because I took in 16 cents. And then once I do that on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, I can wait for a rally if SLV sells off, or I can sell the strangle again, which I most likely will. I'll probably sell them again at 3-4 strangle and accumulate more shares if I get assigned at the end of February. Or if we do rally, I'll get called away at 4. If we are between 3 and 4 at the end of expiration in February, then I'll lower the cost basis. So I'm building a decent sized position on this. So we'll see. We'll see where we're going to be at the end of Friday. What else is going on? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the BMNU is pretty close. I may get called. The 6s away, 7s and 8s won't. I have only 15 out, so I'll still own 2,000 shares of BMNU. Then I'll put the 7-8 calls again. Premiums are decent because we're rallying, so we'll see. I'm definitely going to buy more HYMC puts, and I'll take a look at silver rallying back 83.13. It's sold off to the WEWAP, and then we're rallying. I mean, there is massive short squeeze going on in that thing, and we'll see. We'll see where it's going to end. But when it's this parabolic, and this far outside the Bollinger Bands, we're coming to an end, but nobody knows where the end is going to be, including myself. But then that's why you scale in, and that's why you scale out. Take a look at Hecla. So Hecla is already down 40 cents today, with silver being up. Okay, the other one is PAAS. That's down as well, with silver up. Another one is AG. First Majestic Silver, that's down, silver up. Silver is actually up 5%. These stocks are all down. Next one is EXK, Endeavor Silver. That's up or up a couple of pennies or unchanged almost. So they all ripped, right? And HYMC is the one I bought puts on. It's already down over $1 with silver almost at the highs. So I'll position myself short with ZSL with some of these HL or PAAS or AG. I'll either go short and buy some puts, most likely both. And, you know, I mean, look, there is technical reasons for SLV doing what it's doing. Could it go higher? Yeah, why not? But parabolics don't end well. And volume action that I'm seeing, and when I was shorting the Rigettis and Oklos and things like that, it's the same thing. You know, you have to be really careful and nimble when you're shorting these things. So market is, let's go to the big charts real quick. Actually, you guys will be able to see the SLV ridiculousness better. Look at this thing. The breakout was here in the 45 range. This is SLV. It's not the same price as the spot silver. Spot silver is about $83. And this is ZSL. So I'm going long ZSL. That means I'm going short SLV. And these 2x ETFs, you got to be really, really careful with these, because I did a great video on this called volatility drag. You have to be really careful with it. But if I do get assigned, which I'm hoping I do actually, for February, the 3 puts are 55.60 cents, and then the 3 calls are 50.55 cents. So if I do get assigned, my cost is going to be $3.11. This is a $3 number, folks. Okay, so if I do sell the strangle again, which I will, over $1, we're talking 30% for a month, right? Even if it goes to 2, my cost base is going to be less than 2, or less, just about 2.11. If it's between 2 and 4, so I got to take advantage of the volatility, and the implied volatility has gone through the roof. So strangles, cover strangles, not regular strangles, cover strangles are the right thing to do. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I may even sell the 3.4 again. The 3.4 is about 75-80 cents. I'll probably do that, give myself more upside, and you know, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, it's absolutely gone parabolic. Craziness. And here's silver. ZSL. It's 295. I mean, we could go above 3 next couple of days, which is nothing. If silver pull back, this is SLV pulls back $1, it's only 310, and I won't get assigned. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But the position has been started. So initial position, cover strangle, just like I started when I started accumulating BMNU. Same thing. So here's SLV. Yeah, it's nuts. There is a possibility it goes to 100, honestly, on SLV. I'm looking at it technically, but there's so many gaps in this thing that I don't even know how to figure that thing out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. My bet is on the downside. I'm taking the other side. Gold, same thing. Not as parabolic as silver, obviously. Much larger market. Copper stocks have gone crazy. Freeport McMoran, they're all parabolic. Aluminum stocks have gone crazy. This is Aluminum America. This is CNX. So, you know, you got to just be careful with these things when they go parabolic. What are we doing here, man? Century Aluminum. See all these moves, right? 52-week high. Instead of trading other garbage, you guys should be trading these things. Anyway, next short is going to be HII for me, Huntington Ingalls. That's gone parabolic. When things go parabolic, you got to be careful. You can chase it, obviously, but when something is stuck on the Bollinger upper band and going outside it, the rule of thumb is if you look at any stock, when we get outside Bollinger Bands for bottom or top is a good indicator, actually. I'm looking at Carnival Cruise. We traded that successfully. Pull back to 50 EMA. I'm going to buy that. I'm looking at Affirm. Pull back to 200 EMA. I'm going to buy that. In crypto, this is what I'm seeing. So this is IBIT, which is the iShares Bitcoin ETF. 200 EMA is about 56. I think we're going to get rejected there. Although we did break the downtrend, and MACD is about to go above zero, but we'll see. This is Ethereum ETF above 200 EMA. So when that happens, I got to pay attention. The wedge has been broken, by the way. So to the upside, this is all chopstick stuff. I pay attention to it, but it is what it is. TLT, sorry about the voice, rallying a little bit today. So TLT is an inverse indicator. Allergies. TLT is an inverse ETF on the 20-year note or 20-year bond. If TLT is going up, that means interest rates are going down. So pay attention to that. NVIDIA has been sideways for 6 months. So is Palantir. Next big move. Either this is a top. Sorry about the voice. It'll get better in a minute. This is a massive top that we're going through distribution, or we're going to take off. Let me mention the long-term port. I'm long Google from 152. I'm long Lululemon at 182. I'm long Kava at 59. And I'm long UPS at 96. All of them are above water, which is great. And I started selling puts on Netflix. Although earnings are coming out, I sold the 88 puts. Earnings are bad. Tank some more. I don't mind. Yeah, I sold the puts at 3.5. They're probably 4.5. I'll sell some more 82 puts or 85 puts for February after the earnings. Stock has sold off from 135 to 88. I want to accumulate Netflix between 80 and 85. So those are the 5 stocks in the long-term port. I give you guys what I'm doing in the short term. Trading account, please separate both. Don't invest in your trading account. Shorting silver, I don't want to short some more. I really do. But you just got to be patient with these shorts. You got to build it. The fact that this is happening, the fact that we are literally, this doesn't happen with a commodity. We're literally like 45% above 50 EMA, 25% above 220 EMA, and we're double the 200 EMA. Time for a pullback, time for a mean reversion. Where it happens from, I don't know, but I'm positioned for it. SPY. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, they may give up the ghost, and I may have to cancel those, but debit spreads, it gives me some coverage. This is the two-minute one-day intraday chart. Lower lows, lower highs. If we take out 686, I think we're going to crack. And, daily chart doesn't look as bad, obviously. Although we're going under the 220 EMA, revisited the 50 EMA. 50 EMA is at, where are we at? Let me take a look at that. Come on, bro. There we go. Yeah, 50 EMA, where are we at? 50 EMA is at 681. So that's why I did the 690, 680. Put debit spread, and we'll see. We're still along the PDS. What else? Tesla selling off a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. HYMC is the one I'm buying the puts on. If we do rally, I'm going to buy more puts. That thing is going to die. I bought the 25 puts way out of the money. It's fine. February, 37 days to go. But all the other ones are shorts for as far as I'm concerned. What else? So I'm looking at Affirm. I'm looking at CCL. I'm looking at PLAB, Photronics, on the 50 EMA. If it gets there, Affirm on the 200 EMA, which will be about 68. So that's when I'll do a synthetic, which I did before. Synthetic is selling a put credit spread and buy a call debit spread. What other stocks am I looking at? I'm looking at the short couple of things actually and buy a couple of things if they get to my number. Oh, FSLY is definitely on my list. Yeah, we're getting there. Closing the gap on the 200 EMA. I may give that a shot. RE, what was that one? REG. Yeah, I forgot. I'll take a look at it in a minute. The other one is Path, UiPath. Path, bro, Path. Are you dyslexic? Yeah, that's closing the gap too. You know, sometimes you gotta buy on these pullbacks, and we'll see. You know, the market's, I don't know. Or I'll just be very, very patient buying things now. Yeah. HII. Oh, next buy is going to be NXT as well. Down to 95. I like it. I like these types of charts. Yeah, give me a little bit more pullback. I'll start buying that. I don't know. HII is definitely a short from where, I don't know. They're expensive too. But yeah, the stocks don't do this. Okay. Especially mid caps. But, you know, patience. Markets open every day. We're just trying to make some money. Yeah, silver is just so many, just buying. There's so much buying going on. Every dip is being bought. But then, you know, we'll see. This is the 2-minute, you know, we pull back to the VWAP and then, of course, rallied, which is fine. I'll buy more. I'm hoping actually ZSL is under 3 so I get assigned. I really, really do. And yeah, when the other one hit the VWAP on the downside, the other one hit it on the upside. It's pretty simple there. Yeah, I want to own another 25. I want to own 5,000 shares by Friday, and then I'll sell some more. Either I'll buy more shares or do more strangles. It's a $3 number, folks, but you got to be really careful with these. So, again, this is not trading, financial, or investment advice. Let me look at my list. Okay. What's on the list? I have 145 stocks on my watch list of 52-week highs. Most of them are green today, actually, which is impressive on a day that the market's selling off. I want to short like all these metal stocks, FCX, AA. This is AA. Yeah, alcohol going parabolic tells you something, right? ACMR, is that pulling back to somewhere reasonable that I can buy? No, not yet, but that's on my list. AER. All these pullbacks, I gotta look into it. See, and then stocks even on a down day, 52-week high. See what I mean? You guys got to trade these, folks. Albemarle, AMD. I missed that trade a couple days ago, but we'll see. Hopefully, I'll get a pullback. Still going, kind of consolidating here, which is fine. Amcor. Ooh, I didn't see that one. That's getting to be a buy on the mid-Bollinger Band, somewhere around 45 or less. See, there's opportunity every day. Just got to be patient. Amphenol. I like that chart quite a bit. Let's see. ATRO. Really? I put that up. God damn. See? 52-week high. Doesn't even care. Stocks are up. Alibaba, 52-week high. They don't care. Baidu, same thing. 52-week high. Billy. Chinese stocks are strong. Wow, look at that rip. Holy shit. And a lot of people talk about JD. JD couldn't come out of the paper bag that it's in. So, I don't know. Honestly. What else? What else am I looking to buy? Yeah, I want to short all the metal stocks: aluminum, copper, gold, silver. No way. This is not up that much. That was on my buy list, man. Oh, come on. What happened? And all today too. Oh, it ripped. Son of a bitch. I was looking to buy that right about 12. Shit. God damn it. Critical metals. What's the news on that thing? Critical metals up on rare earth drilling results in Greenland. Oh, shit. Oh. Does this have a 2x ETF? Let's see. Let's see. No, don't freeze on me now. Come on. Okay. Okay. On CRML, it's CRMX. CRMX. Greenland, CRMX. That was such a buy. Holy shit. Did it come out today? Yep. God damn, Serge. Get with the program, Serge. Oh well. Can't have them all. I know this is boring for you guys, but I'm just doing a little homework here. DOCN is on my buy list. Dollar Tree, we traded carefully and profitably. I like that chart quite a bit. It's coming back to me. Patience, patience, patience. Estee Lauder, 52-week high, doesn't care. ERO, another short. FN, ripped last couple days, pulling back, which is fine. That's Fabrinet. Sienna. Yeah, HII is a short bellwether. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's ripping. Where are the puts on this thing? I can sell calls, but that's so risky. Expensive. February. Where is it going to pull back to? Let's take a look at that. Back to 380. How much are the 380s? Oh, wow. It's $8, $7. Expensive. This is the one I'm able to put that spread on. What is the stock at? 422, 420, 420. Wow. 420, 400. That may not be that bad, actually. Buy the 420s, sell the 400s. $8 to make 20. That's a lot, man. Shit. Max 20. Yeah, this will go to like 12 to 14, I'm pretty sure, if we pull back to 400. That may be the way to go. We'll see. I'll make a decision on that. Hood, still going sideways. Not much going on there. Yeah, these are going to have massive moves up or down, folks. I'm telling you guys. Hood, Palantir, NVIDIA, AMD, IE, breaking out, 52-week high. Gotta deal with these. J&J, come on, man. God damn it. Oh, well. What else? What else? Ooh, momentum taking a hit. Okay, I like that actually. On the 50 MA, we're going to be all over that. PLAB on the 50 MA, we're going to be all over that. Okay, just patience. Patience, patience, patience. Patience. There's another parabolic. Zinc producer. Nexa. Look at this thing. I mean, I want to short that too. Open door down to back to earth, huh? Okay. Close the gap. It's failed right at the upper channel. So that channel, that line is going to be there. NVTS. It's up today. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Path closing the gap down to 1511. Patience, patience, folks. You got to be patient. If you want to trade, be patient. What was the other one that was in my buy range? P, or what was it? R, what? R something. 83.30 on silver. Holy shit. That's why you go easy. You go easy. You don't shoot your wad on all at once. Where was that on? PEPG. PEPG. Ooh, took out the 50 MA. Good support at 5. We got to pay attention to that. Is that optionable? It was 7.30 4 days ago. PEPG. Yeah. Yeah, reasonable. $5 cost, $1. Okay. We're going to trade that. Actually, that's getting there. I may buy some today. PEPG. Lower Bollinger Band 470, 480. If we go through the middle, usually we go to the lower end, folks. So if it takes out 5, I'll buy some of those for a bounce play. Okay, there's a lot to do. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, folks. Okay. Well, silver gap it up tomorrow. I'm definitely going to get assigned. The threes. This is fine. No problem. Anyway. So, short some things. Oh, Velo is pulling back. I like it. Okay. I like that one. I got to put limits on all of these. Wayfair. 52-week high pulling back. I like that one too. Yeah. A lot to do. Exxon, new 52-week high. Are you really? Yep. There's Exxon, folks. There you go. Could be boring, but not really. JP Morgan taking that whack. Last couple of days. Goldman Sachs. Quite the opposite. There's a lot to do. So let's get to work. Let's get to work. Yeah, we definitely want to buy more HYMC puts. Ooh, market rallied sharply. Holy shit. Oh, we're missing. Okay. We didn't break that, huh? We're gonna hold the 20 EMA. It's okay. Yeah, we held 686. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Holy shit. Let's see how we close. Silver. 83.40, about to make new high. Holy crap. ZSL is 690, right? Yeah. I mean 290, 291. Okay. We'll get a sign. We'll take it. We shall take it. It's a mixed day, really. Yeah. Okay. I'll go to the front, answer some questions, go have a cup of coffee. Whereas the PDS now, 12 and 870. Okay. Couldn't happen by Friday. All right, folks. I'll answer some questions if there is any. Is that like 2.5 leverage? 4-1? It's not leverage. It's max gain potential. PDS is not leverage. I mean, you're doing it with options if you consider that leverage. Maximum return is 4-1. So you're putting up 2.5 maximum, you can make 10. I'm assuming you're asking about the SPY PDS. On a debit spread, there is no possibility of assignment. Yeah, exactly. You're welcome. Is there no liquidation on cover calls? No. How could there be liquidation? If you mean they can take it away from you because you sold a cover call, yeah. But I wouldn't call that liquidation. I don't know, maybe you're saying the same thing, different semantics. There's no liquidation. There is, if you bought a stock at 10, sold a 15, call a stock at 16, they will take it away from you at 15, or stock can go to 20, they'll still take it away from you at 15. It's called away. If you call that liquidation, then yeah, maybe it is liquidation. Oh no, not 1,500 profit. I'm long the 690, short the 680. I posted it, buddy. To put debit spread. I'm not long the 680s. I'm long the 690s. On the 6th, okay, so I'll just go back and show you. And then I'll go have a cup of coffee. All right. So on the put debit spread, index is 687. 687.80. So I am long 20 of the 690s at 915. They are 1170. So I'm up about 5,300 of those. However, I'm short 20 of the 680 puts at 650, and those are 850. So I'm down 4,200. But what's the difference? The difference is about $1,200. So I'm up 1,200, but then I took about another 1,500 this morning. So, yeah, that's what it's at. I think you guys are confusing all this. It's not that complicated. If you do a couple of them, you'll understand. Yeah. Anyway, okay. I have a profit, not that much. Well, if the market tanks, then, okay, so let's figure it out. I'm long at 2.5. If I keep those 20, and by February expiration, index is at, SPY is at 680. Okay, so 10. So max gain is 10. So I put up $5,000 because I bought 2.5, whatever I have remaining now. Okay, so cost base is 2.5. There'll be 10. So put up 5,000, get 20,000 out of it. That's 15,000. If the index is at 680 or lower by expiration. Although if it does go lower, in between, the spread will move higher, obviously, which is to my advantage. MNAV on, there's no MNAV on, oh, okay, MNAV on BMNR is rect, yeah, okay. And on 1211, ETH was 3,200. Yeah, we talked about that. Go watch that video, my man. I explained MNAV. Most people don't even understand any of that stuff, so I don't know what else to say. You know, MNAV on BMNR was 1.7, now it's down to 1.1. Still above 1, about to go below 1, because none of the other DATs are above 1. That's what it is. That's why I've been saying that for over a year now. And, you know, the fools on X keep just talking out of their whatever, buttholes. All right. They don't understand it. And then a lot of people like yourself or other people completely don't understand it. They just go get involved with these things. Buyer beware. Don't get involved. If you don't understand it, don't touch it. Just because Tom Lee said it or some useless influencer on X said it. No, sir. Yeah. Sorry. But that's what I see. That's what I say. Anyhow, all right. Exactly 59 minutes and 29 seconds. I finished it in an hour. We will see you guys on Friday. Power Hour with Sergio, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. May all your shorts tank and may all your longs skyrocket. Please put a thumbs up. Supposedly it helps the algo, says my YouTube manager. please go subscribe to my free newsletter on the website, www.sergioavadian.com. It's free. It's amazing. Go ahead and check it out. If you like it, I'm not asking for anything, just your email, so you receive it every Monday in your mailbox. And if you want to become a member of the channel, not a subscriber, member of the channel, you have to click join. Send me an email, sergio@sergioavadian.com. I'll send you the Telegram chat group link where you get all my wonderful trades and how my account is doing week to week. Again, none of this is trading, financial, or investment advice. And what else? Yeah, we'll see you guys on Friday, Power Hour. Vamos Barça, Vamos Highlanders, which is Granada Hills High School Highlanders. Let's go get it. And I will be back. That's about it. Have a great day, profitable day. And if you missed the start, watch it, go through the positions. I explained everything pretty clearly, I think. So have a great day.